Guys, I don't know about you, but I'd like to hear what you think. We are talking about Mohbad in this video. Ilerioluwa Aloba. He passed back in September of 2023, the 12th of September to be precise. It's been a year now since we lost Ilerioluwa Aloba. And since his demise, a lot of persons have asked Omowumi to come and talk. Omowumi is the widow of the late Mohbad, right? She's not said anything. She's had people speaking on her behalf, Yabo Ojo, Tonto Dike, some human rights persons and women and all of those things. Even the mother-in-law has spoken on her behalf. But now she's granting interviews. And it begs the question, is it too late? And why now? Do you understand? Now that she's choosing to speak up, is it too late? Can her voice still do anything in this ongoing case? Bear in mind that the body of the late Mohbad, after it was exhumed, days after it was laid to rest, his body has since not been put into the ground. He is still in a morgue. And quick question, who is paying the morgue? I feel like you have to pay rent in the morgue, sort of. For every day you spend, the person spends there, the family has to remit a certain amount of money for them to keep the body there. So he's still in the morgue. 2 autopsies have been carried out. That is, they've cut into him twice since he passed on. We really do not have the actual cause of death. Some persons at the coroner's inquest, they said, oh, it was the nurse that injected him and all of those things. And when, in one of the interviews she granted with Chude, when Chude asked her if she was happy with the conclusion of the coroner's inquest, she kind of moved away from it. She didn't really talk about it. So it's like, is it like you're not happy? Why are you speaking now? And then through the course of that interview, she's been speaking about her father-in-law. Yes, Joseph Aloba, who is her father-in-law, the late Mohbad's father, has been speaking about Omowumi a lot. He has mentioned her name severally, granted several interviews, including asking for a DNA test for his grandson, Liam. Now that Liam is over a year old and his face is beginning to like really show, and we're beginning to see him on social media, people are beginning to say, this boy looks so much like the grandfather, not even like the father. So why is the grandfather denying that the son is not biologically his? And Wumi is now saying, oh, this video is about the Wumi's part of the story concerning her husband's death. She's granted 2 interviews so far, speaking about her own side. But the early questions that were asked, people are saying Omowumi is not answering it. What happened to Mohbad before his death? The incident, the fight that happened between himself and his friend at the event he last appeared in, what happened there? Voice note of Ilerioluwa threatening you, that is Omowumi, saying that if anything happens to him, he's going to tell the world to hold you responsible. That voice note is still there. You've not spoken about it, but you're here granting interview about your father-in-law. That is what people are saying. But still, I am here to bring you what's going on. And according to her own side of the story, she has said her father-in-law has said nothing but lies about her. Herself and her father-in-law, according to Omowumi, used to be very close friends. He knew how happy Mohbad was with Liam. He had tattooed Liam's name even before Liam was born. She said herself and Mohbad met back in 2012 when she was just 13 years old on the To Go app. You know that app now, that web app. Not web app. I don't know. It was an app, Sha. If you are, I feel like even Gen Zs will know it. Maybe Gen Alpha might not know. Now that was when they met. She was a rapper. She was a rapper. He was a singer. They met, built friendship, and then it evolved into a relationship, eventually marriage, and before he passed on. So she said, the father. She has evidence of the father trying to say she poisoned Mohbad. That was before he got to know that it was Adura, Ilerioluwa's younger brother, who prepared his last meal. He was sick. That he had gone on in an interview to try and put them, because this man has shared several narratives, including how there was blood. Wumi cannot explain the blood. Wumi was sleeping around and all of those things. Now he shares another one that he said Mohbad was likely poisoned. And when he now got to know that it was Adura that prepared his last meal, she was with the mother-in-law when Adura called, when Joseph Aloba, the father of Mohbad, called his wife, so his ex-wife, to say, he could not tell me it was Adura that prepared Mohbad's last meal. I just heard now, and I'd already gone online to say it might be poison, it might be food poisoning. because of the autopsy, because the father requested for an autopsy. So I think they wanted to say the result was food poisoning, right? So this will be on Wumi. But having heard it was Adura, they couldn't release that. So he was talking to the mother, saying, it was Adura, or better come, let us talk, let us reason together how we are going to say it's no longer Adura, and say it was a mom with me, so that social media will not come for my son. I don't want to lose two children, no. So that social media will not come and say it was Adura that did something to the brother, you know. And she said that she recorded that conversation because the father did not know that she was with the mother when the conversation was happening. So she's saying that she has enough evidences to show that Mohbad's father just tried and kept trying to find horrible things to say about her, things that are not true about her, to put out on social media. She even went as far as saying the only reason DNA test has not been done is because the conditions the father gave through his lawyers, were not conducive for her. They said we are going to hold the DNA test where they wanted. The results will not be made public. They are going to hold a very private DNA testing. It's going to be made public, even though the request for DNA was made public, that they wouldn't make it public. Nobody will hear of the results. It is going to just be between them. And she said she refused, that if they are going to do this DNA, the world that you've gone to ask them to question me about the paternity of my child, they also will know who the father of the child is. And she's saying that is because Mr. Joseph knows deep down that the child belongs to his son. But because he knows that if it now comes out that yes, Mohbad actually fathered Liam, people will no longer take him serious. And the attention will shift to the small boy, and he does not want it. He wants the attention not just on himself, he also wants to be able to control the property that the late Mohbad left behind. And it's like, is this a money revealing who you are situation? And a lot of persons in the comment section are saying yes, that is what it is. Because why is it that your son has not even been buried and you're already wearing his clothes, you're already releasing songs, you already said they should come and label should come you come and sign you, you're also a musician, this one, that one. Like, why are you doing that if it's not that you are happy that you've lost your son and you're hoping it's your time to shine? But people are still asking Wumi to answer these questions. Since she has decided she wants to speak up, let her take us to the very beginning and share her own story from the very beginning. She was seen with him before he passed on. What happened? What was the relationship like between herself and Mohbad before he passed on? Because of all the interviews and all the videos we've seen. And she also swore for Naira Marley, saying that yes, Naira Marley cannot deny ever bullying her late husband. That to her, she has not even mourned it. She feels like he's still very much alive. Then Naira Marley responded to the clip going round of her saying Naira Marley and his cohorts bullied her. There was a time that armed men were chasing after her and Liam, and she couldn't sleep at home, and she believed that those were Naira Marley's goal. Naira Marley said people are foolish. I mean, I feel like at this point when Naira Marley is trying to make a comeback and get social acceptance all over again, which is still very hard, a lot of persons still hold him very responsible for Mohbad. People are saying even if you were not actively involved in his death, like even if you didn't put something in him that killed him, you bullied this man till he no longer felt safe. You bullied him till his energy was broken, till his spirit was broken, eventually leading him to die. Whatever might now be the cause, you can't take away from the fact that your bullying and your stress on this boy caused ill health for him, and his body could not take it when he fell. I mean, we don't even know what actually caused Mohbad's death, but even though 2 autopsies have been carried out. But now that Wumi is talking, people are saying, Wumi, take us to the very beginning. Don't just come and call your father-in-law's name. Tell us what happened, the blood that was seen, his neck that was cut, that was bent, this one and that one that happened, his friends, his brother. People have come to say different story. Come and also don't just come and address the DNA part. We know that the DNA part was made to distract us. We've accepted it, but take us and tell us the nitty-gritty. Nobody could have been intimate, like the level of intimacy and the level of confidentiality yourself and Mohbad had. You could not have had that with any other person. You were literally his wife. So come and tell us what happened. That's what people are saying. They are saying it is not too late. You can talk. That's why I'm asking. Do you think it is too late? And again, why is she speaking now? Does she feel like, is she like mentally stable enough now to face whatever will happen? Because before she refused to talk. She just kept saying they've killed her husband, right? So That is the question people are asking, and that is a question I also want answers to, and I'm inviting you to answer in the comment section. Let's talk about it. It's been a year now, going to 2 years. When we get to September, the son will even be 2 years almost soon. So they are saying, for the sake of your son who is growing, who is going to ask questions and want to know, and is going to use the internet, and it is whatever narrative is already there that is going to hear, tell us the truth. So yeah, I'm waiting for you in the comment section. I'd like to hear your thoughts, what you think. Thank you so much for watching this video. Like this video, share with family and friends. I will see you in the next one. Bye.